NLP practitioner training has been a real revelation for me because I didn't know anything about NLP. It was something that I came across quite by chance, and the more I've learnt about it, the more I've realised how useful it can be in such a wide range of applications. I originally thought of it as being something that would be useful in my work, but I've since learnt that actually it's so much broader than that, and it's quite exciting actually continually discovering new areas where you can actually apply some of the principles that we're learning, so it's great. I didn't do very much research to begin with when I started to learn about NLP. I came on an introductory module, and that was really what sort of started to get me more interested in the whole subject. And then as I started to actually look around, I realised that just by complete chance, having come to the introductory module, it was exactly the approach that I was interested in, because I realised looking at some of the other approaches to NLP that some of them are a little bit too American, a little bit too hard-edged, and others didn't seem to be particularly rigorous. And the NLP school approach, partly by giving you a longer period of time to actually assimilate it with a module each month, the timing seemed to work perfectly for me. And Robbie's approach was very refreshing. I just instantly sort of connected with that slightly sort of skeptical approach, but also very enthusiastic at the same time, which was just the right balance for me. I found Robbie to be really inspirational as I say, I found him to be very refreshing in the fact that he is very sort of open to the fact that not everything will work for everybody, and yet he's got that energy, and also he's got a very nice presentation style, so it's extremely enjoyable, and at the same time you're learning almost without realising it. And he creates a very nice atmosphere within the group. One of the nice surprises about this, and I didn't really have any preconceived ideas, was the fact that it's attracted such an interesting group of people onto the course. I hadn't really thought about who my fellow students would be, but there's a very diverse mix of people coming with a very wide range of sort of reasons for doing the course. But all of them have been really stimulating and interesting, and I've made some very good friends, and it's really nice coming back each month knowing that you're going to have a chance to meet up with the people again, and I hope that I'll keep contact with quite a lot of people from the course afterwards. So I work as Vice President of Sales for a Japanese multinational selling silicon wafers, and one of the things that I was hoping to learn on this NLP course was how I might be able to use some of the NLP techniques to improve my work in the sales arena. Obviously coming from a sort of ethical background as well, because I didn't want to learn sort of how to manipulate people, but I have really been pleasantly surprised with how many things you can actually use from NLP in a sales environment in a very ethical context, which I perhaps wasn't as aware of originally. And I think one of the things that maybe in being in a sales background has come fairly naturally to me is this idea of building rapport, which is key in any kind of sales environment, because you need to get your client to feel comfortable with you and trust you, and you need to be able to communicate effectively with them. So I think although I was doing it naturally to a certain degree already, being aware of exactly how you can improve rapport and how you develop rapport has helped me to sort of analyse that unconscious competence and become more aware of how I can refine that and improve it. And I think it is definitely something that I will continue to work on and will help to improve my sales ability. I came into the NLP school thinking that it would be useful for work and helping to improve communication, but I've since realised that actually it's so much broader than that, and there are lots of things that I've used from it to actually start my own personal journey in terms of changing, and I can see that it has actually changed the way that I relate with friends and family in very positive ways, and it's something that will continue to grow and I'll be able to continue to build on. So I know that once I finish this last module 5, I'm going to continue to grow and build on this in the coming 6-12 months. It's very exciting.